You're eating hair!
Hey guys, this is Kataztrophik and I'm bringing you another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 video. This one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you what I use for custom classes. So starting off, let me show you the Elite Sauce. This is my general all-purpose setup. Right now I'm using the M4 with the red dot sight. I don't have the ACR unlocked yet, but the M4 is like a pseudo ACR. They're very similar. Very low recoil, although the M4 does have more recoil than the ACR. Similar damage. M4 shoots a little bit faster, so that kind of counters the lack of accuracy. For my secondary, I'm using the Spaz 12 with the red dot sight. Claymores, flash grenades, Scavenger Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro. That's my standard perk setup. I like lots of ammo, and Scavenger with Claymores works extremely well. Stopping Power Pro, because the M4 is a pretty weak gun. Normally it would take anywhere from 4 to 5 bullets to kill, and with Stopping Power it takes 1 bullet away, so it becomes a 3 to 4 bullet kill. And Ninja Pro, because if you're using a headset, you don't want to hear yourself. It becomes a lot harder to listen out for enemies when, you know, the sound of your own running kind of drowns everything out. So moving down, we have my one-hit KO class, and I usually use the FAMAS with this class over the M16. I want to take enemies out in one burst, so Stopping Power Pro is a necessity. With Stopping Power Pro, as long as all 3 bullets hit, it's a one-hit kill, which is fantastic. Then you have your USB 45 with akimbo. I'll put it on there because I just really love the USB akimbo. Claymores, flash grenades, Scavenger Pro, Stopping Power Pro, Ninja Pro. Claymores to protect yourself. This is more of a defensive assault rifle class. Great for objective-based games where you're going to be defending a point, things like that. This class excels in close to long-range encounters. You could effectively counter-snipe with this class as well, just because of the power of the 3-round burst. So moving down, we have my tower defense class. And this is my my light machine gun defense class. Here I have my RPD. I usually use a grip. AA12, I would suggest a grip for that as well. I only have the red dot unlocked at the moment. Claymores to protect yourself. Smoke grenade to get out of sticky situations if you start getting flushed out by the enemy. Then you have your Scavenger Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro. Pretty standard. You want to find a high vantage point and then just kind of mow people down. The RPD with Stopping Power becomes a 2-bullet kill, and it's 2 bullets from 5 feet away or 200 feet away. So feel free to take out people from medium to long range with the RPD, shoot it in bursts, and it's actually pretty accurate. So here is my Rip the Jacker class. Those of you following my videos have probably already seen the video I put up yesterday with this class. It is my knife only class. Here I'm using a vector rapid fire, but it honestly doesn't matter because you're not going to be using your primary at all. I guess it is good if in case you ever need to, in which case the vector with rapid fire kills pretty quickly. But the main attraction is the USP 45 with the tactical knife. Then you have your throwing knife, which kind of rounds out the whole knife only part of this class. Then you have flash grenades. I prefer flash grenades over stun grenades on this class, just because if you're trying to storm a room or a building, throwing in a stun, they can still see. and if you're running toward them with a knife, they can still kill you. So I think flash grenades work out a little bit better. People tend to just kind of stop and wait for the vision to come back in which case you'll have already slashed their throats. So it's Marathon, Lightweight, and Commander Pro. Pretty standard knife-only class setup. Moving down here, this is my experimental class right now. It's the Venus Flytrap setup. And what it is the Vector with rapid fire, AA-12, preferably with extended mags, Claymores, flash grenades, Scavenger Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Scrambler. And what this does is that this is great for those maps where you have like a lot of buildings, close range encounters, things like that. And the Scrambler acts almost like a lure for the enemies. It's bait, and it gets them to come towards you. And since you have Claymores with Scavenger Pro, you can defend 2 entrances to the building that you're in. And you can have your shotgun out and get ready to pwn some face when they turn that corner and see you waiting there for them. So that's it's actually a lot of fun. I played around with it a little bit yesterday, and it works out pretty well. So I kind of do this since I use the class when I want to frustrate the hell out of my opponents, and it's pretty entertaining. Moving down, we have my Denier class, and this is my anti-air support class. It's a UMP-45. I usually use a silencer, but once again, I haven't unlocked it. Not even halfway through my my 6th Prestige, so I haven't unlocked everything for my custom classes. I will eventually, though, before I hit 70. Stinger as my secondary, Claymores, and I use smoke grenades. And I want to throw a smoke grenade before I shoot down the enemy air support, because it helps to protect you from people running towards you and killing you before you get your stinger off and killing the enemy air support. We have Sleight of Hand Pro, which makes it a little bit easier. Stinger takes a little long to reload, and the name of this game is just to get rid of the enemy air support as quickly as possible. Then we have Cold Blooded and Ninja Pro. This is usually a temporary setup for me, but it is very viable as a regular class, as a permanent class. So once you switch to it, you destroy the enemy air support. You're not worthless. The UMP-45 is great without stopping power because it's a 3-bullet kill from any distance. So you'll still do pretty well with this class until the end of the game or whatever it is. Here we have the enemy at the gates. This is in reference to the movie. I have a Barrett 50 cal with FMJ, USP-45 akimbos, Claymores, and smoke grenades to get myself out of sticky situations. Scavenger Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro. My default sniper class. This is a defensive class, and I forgo some of that quickness from Sleight of Hand Pro in favor for more ammo, more Claymores. And if you watch the movie, you'll know that the sniping in that movie is very methodical, is very defensive. Having the patience to kind of wait out your opponent, things like that. So since I only know how to play defensively with a sniper rifle, that's all you get. Moving down, we have my Invisible Womanizer. This is an intervention with the FMJ and thermal. USP-45 with akimbo, Claymores, Smoke Grenade, Bling, Cold Blooded, and Ninja Pro. This is my counter snipe class. It's great for maps where people like to use thermals. So if I notice that I'm getting counter sniped by somebody with a thermal on, I'll switch to this class and I'll try to make their life a living hell. Great if the enemy uses a lot of UAV, air support, things like that. And it's usually I'll only play with this class with a thermal on. So I hope you guys, got some tips. Got a look into what I usually use for my class setups. Lately, I've only been playing with my enemy at the gates setup, but I'm trying to get really good at sniper rifles. But I hope you guys got some tips for your own. And thanks. I hope you liked the video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks.